We are going to use the Descript AI tool Edit for Clarity. What we have in this composition is a video project. You'll see it's an hour and 10 minutes in length. What it was is a live stream of a show. This is the perfect kind of thing to use the AI Edit for Clarity tool on because there's a lot of space in here. There are tons of filler words. On a live stream, you know, you're sitting here answering questions and then there's pauses. An hour and 10 minutes and find all this space, and you can use the AI action for filler words. But let's say we want a condensed version of this that is a lot more poignant. So we cut out the dead time, we cut out the filler words, and we just clean this up and narrow this down so that it's not an hour and 10 minutes. What we're going to do is load that composition up, and we're going to go up to the action bar. You can also go Command K if you're on a Mac. And we're just going to start typing Edit for Clarity. And you'll see this pop up right here. It's going to give you a prompt. Tweak this a little bit if you want, but the default one is edit this down to remove any speech disfluencies, repeated sections, and tangents that distract from the core ideas. Let's add a little bit to this. Ensure the silences of more than 2 seconds are edited out. And then we could even say we want the final video to be a certain length. So it's an hour and 10 right now. Let's say make the total length of the video less than 35 minutes after the edit. Let's see if it can do that. Now, while it's thinking, there's other AI tools you can use in Descript. Removing filler words is probably the best. Here's what we got for feedback here. It's just going to start striking through this stuff, which means it's not out of the project. It's just not going to be viewable. So there's two ways to do this. You could say, hey, take this whole composition, this hour and 10 minute video, and copy it to a new one because I want to preserve the original. Or you can say, just apply those edits in the script in this version of the composition. I would just do the new composition because I want to save the original even though this is already on YouTube. So let's just say copy edits to new composition. It's still there. If I want to undo that, I just hit the restore button and it'll bring it back into the project. And you can go through and check all this stuff, but you'll notice there's still a lot of dead time. So like, let's see how this sounds. And I can use my AI tool and say, shorten word gaps. And it's just going to go boom. Here's all these word gaps. Let's take 2 seconds or more down to 1 second. Let's shorten all of those. There's 51 of those. We can also do filler words with the action bar. Most of these should already be gone. If you don't trust it to go through and do all of them, you can just use the arrow keys and go through and say, definitely want to get rid of that one. And just make sure it's not a so that you wanted to keep. You can just go through and make sure you have all these. And if you don't like how that came through, you can always undo it and edit it slightly differently. But these look pretty good, so I'm going to hit remove all. And you can see the length of this. We're cutting out a bunch of stuff. We got rid of the filler words. We got rid of the silences longer than 2 seconds. And I didn't have to go through manually and hit all of these. one of the biggest takeaways is this action bar is powerful. And if you just start typing AI, you get all of these, like the edit for clarity that we used. So just go in, play with them. Descript has a ton of tutorials. One of my favorite things about Descript is they do live streams. It seems like at least once a week, they do an educational live stream where they show you how to use some of these tools. And then just go on YouTube and find other people who use this well.